Hey everybody, it's been a while since I've checked in. Uh, that mostly was because I just didn't really have a whole lot to say. I think we're now heading into our 10th week. I'm not even sure what the count is anymore of, just Jamie and I in the apartment pretty much all day, every day. And so, things have kind of been stable, pretty stable. Um, But there's some updates this week, so I thought I'd share. I also just kind of wanted to stay in touch. So sorry for the delay. I'll try to be more consistent, even if there's not a whole lot to say. Uh, but yeah, over the past couple weeks, like I said, things have been pretty stable. Um, some interesting things at work. I got to learn some new skills. A little stressful, but nice to see. On the cancer front, things have just been kind of putting along. The big development is I just started 3B, my round 3B, which is basically the halfway point. So that's nice. And then because I'm at the halfway point, I've had a PET scan scheduled for the end of this round, or the day before 4A. And that scan will be the first indication of if what we're doing is working. So far, I've had no objective information about whether or not the chemo is actually working. Some subjective things seem to point to some positive markers, but nothing objective. So it's this PET scan will be kind of a big deal for me. If it is working, then that's obviously great. My doctor said what working will look like is dramatic improvement. The way he described it was what he wants to see is turning the lights off. My last PET scan was a very bright PET scan, and he wants all of those cancer spots to have gone away already, or at least be substantially lessened. If that's not happening, if I still am lit up like a Christmas tree, then we might need to consider more aggressive treatment. So we'll see. It's also, on one hand, it's very exciting to have some idea of what's going on. On the other hand, it's also a little scary because, if it's not working, then it'll result in some big changes in kind of my assumptions, I think. So that'll happen on May 20th. May 20th will be the scan. I should have the scan results back that same day. And then on the 21st will be round 4B of my, or 4A, sorry, of my chemo. Other than that, the current development is that in order to be as careful as possible, I am getting a COVID test before every round of chemo currently. I've had this twice now. Just FYI, if you haven't gotten tested for COVID, it sucks, but I imagine it sucks a lot less than having COVID, and certainly I appreciate the precaution. So I go in the morning, the day before chemo, and do the test, and then I usually get my results back in about 18 hours, and then do chemo, assuming that it's negative, which, I mean, it is. It has been, and I don't have any intention of picking up COVID. So, but yeah, so that's kind of the two developments on the medical front. Other than that, like I said, Jamie and I have been, kind of enjoying a sort of quiet, settled life a little bit here. I think in many ways, for a lot of people, the beginning of social distancing was hard, and it wasn't really for Jamie and I. I do think we're now starting to get a little antsy. 10 weeks is a lot of weeks. That said, Amazon has issued that people with jobs like mine can stay working from home through the beginning of October. And I fully intend to take advantage of that. As much as I miss my coworkers, which I miss them a lot, they are a good group, and the chatter around the office is something that I really enjoy. But I suspect that my immune system will not be great until at least August. And that is assuming that this PET scan is a very positive one. So it's possible that it might be even longer. So that's kind of the updates on my end. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like there's just lots of things in the world right now to keep in mind, keep on your prayers. So just as an aside, I tried to keep a little journal of prayer requests like Mr. Rogers because I'm not a very organized person. And it kind of didn't work for me. So what I'm trying now is writing them on blank playing cards and keeping a little prayer deck, which somehow, I don't know, seems to fit me more. Also, it allows, you to just kind of have it around and fiddle with, which fiddling is a big deal for me. And I feel like it's easier to manipulate the list. You just take cards out, put cards in. So yeah, that's my weird experiment for trying to wrap my mind around what's happening. All right, love you all, and I hope to talk to you again soon.